Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea Ali. I'm a celebrity makeup artist based in Paris. And in today's video, I wanted to do my makeup and chit chat and talk to you about just beauty habits in general that are aging us. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that by now you already know about the usual habits that I think are aging us, that we know by now they're aging us, such as smoking, alcohol, stress. These are no-brainers, right? I'm not going to talk about these. I'm just going to talk about more like beauty habits that I think are aging us. So if you'd like to see how I've created the look I'm wearing right now, which is my look for dinner tonight, and see my opinion, which might be controversial, about the beauty habits that are aging us, then please keep on watching. Let's start with fillers, and especially lip fillers. By the way, I'm going to use this new Grip Gel Tint. I'm going to use shade number 5. I only have 5 and 6, so this better work for me. It's the first time I'm applying this. Oh, this is great. Maybe I even need 6. Okay, lip filler. Why do I think lip filler makes you look older? I think that especially when it's too much lip filler, we're all losing a little bit of volume, right, in our lips with age, which is completely normal. And if you just want to add a little bit of volume, I think that's great. That's gonna make your lips look beautiful, more hydrated. But when it's too much, it gives you such an unnatural, and even more than an unnatural, it gives us all women, a very old, tired look, which is a little bit crazy because, you know, when I think about a tired look or an older look, I think about something, you know, having to do with the eyes or with the skin. But lips, and especially I've noticed this lately when, I don't know if you guys have seen, there's almost like a trend on TikTok with people dissolving their lip fillers, and their results are insane. Some people look like 10, 15 years younger than they were with the lip filler. So this is one thing that I believe it can help you, lip filler. It can definitely help you look better, but there's such a fine line between looking better and looking a lot worse than you were. I got you closer. I wanted you to see how stunning this product is. I mean, I saw the hype on Instagram and TikTok, everybody's talking about this, but usually products that work for the majority of people, especially complexion, they don't really work for me because my skin is quite particular. But boy, I love this. I don't think it's great for oily skin. It's that type of, no, I was thinking that it's that type of product that when you press your finger, you can see the print of your finger on your face, but no, this is so nice. Wow. I'm using shade number 5, but I think I could get away with 6 as well. I have no self-tan right now. 6 looks like this. Let me show you. Yeah, I could definitely get away with 6. 6 though is a bit more pink. Yeah. Just a little bit more pink. I'm happy I used 5. 5 seems to be just a pinch more yellow. Here's the thing with this product, what's really crazy about it is that it melts into your skin like no other product, leaving this elastic texture on your skin. It's fantastic. Wow. Very, very beautiful texture. Very luminous, glowy. Feels like it's dewy, but when you touch it, it's not that dewy. You know what? It's not the dewy that is uncomfortable, that stays wet. It dries. Wow, fantastic product. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, moving on. I'm going to move on with this concealer. This is NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have to tell you, I used to always apply this back in the days when they just launched this product. And then, you know, new products came on the market, so I kind of stopped using it. And recently I was on this press trip with NARS and they offered this in the room. They're like, okay, so here are just a few of our hero products, and I started to use it, and just like it happens with many products, I was thinking, why did I ever stop? Like, this is fantastic. And Radiant Creamy Concealer is the concealer that I always have in my makeup kit. Oh, there's a little lash there. So such a fantastic product. The only reason why I see people not loving this is if you apply too much, because this is very potent. A little goes a long way. And because it's in a pot, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna end up having a lot more product than you need on your brush. So in my opinion, start with little, very little product on your brush. And then if you have to, do like so. So I can take, honestly, I take whatever it's clean right now because Fashion Week ends today, which means all my favorite brushes are kind of dirty. So I'm going to take this brush, small pencil brush, dip it into my concealer, and then apply the concealer only where I have the darkness, which is right here. So I'm going to let this sit for a moment until I apply bronzer. I'm going to use this contour, the liquid contour from Rare Beauty, but I'm not going to dot it on my face. I've applied it on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take it with a brush. It's just the preferred way for me to use a product like this. So I saturate the brush with it. Another, and I'm guilty of this, another thing that I think makes us look older is self-tan. I can't believe I said this because I've been applying self-tan for 2 years, for over 20 years. So I've started to apply self-tan in high school. I think I was 15, 16 when I was using that. I think it was from Garnier and it was orange. It was absolutely horrific, but I just loved how it made me feel. Just the fact that my skin was a little bit darker, it made me feel so cute. Although I wasn't, not with that orange on my legs. I remember very well, and the arms. No. But what is it about self-tan that makes us feel like we're looking better? I think it's because we associate the tan, the darker color, with the sun, with vacation, maybe with, you know, that slightly kissed skin. I feel like everything, even the clothes, look better. However, there is something inside that self-tan that dries out your skin like crazy. I know that recently the brands, especially Loving Tan, which is a brand that I love for their self-tan, and also Saint-Tropez, they have beautiful tans as well. They have developed self-tanners that are not as drying, they're not as aggressive. But I have to tell you, every time I used to use those the self-tanning mousse, especially the 2 Hours Express from Loving Tan, my skin was tight. Like I could feel my body, my whole body aching in a way because of how dry my skin was. It dehydrated my skin at a level that I can't even begin to tell you. And did that make me stop using self-tan? Absolutely not. So I'm sharing this because I want you to know I am guilty of a lot of things that are not good for me. However, I do them. I took a brush. This is a Rephr 02 brush just to contour a bit the nose. So yeah, I admit that self-tanner definitely makes you look older. It's not just the color that makes you look a little bit older, is the fact that it dehydrates your skin so much so that it makes your skin look older than it is. Because at the end of the day, I always say this, there's nothing wrong, obviously, with getting older. I don't understand this whole wave of us blaming and not celebrating older women as if you're not getting older. Like, I don't understand people who are commenting on other people. Oh, she got old, or like whatever. You're getting old as you speak, for God's sake. What are you talking about? Yes, some women look better than others. Some women, you know, had better habits than others. But we're all getting older. Like, what the heck? Another habit that I think it makes us terribly old is our sleep habits. And here I'm the first one to admit I have the worst sleep habits. So let me tell you a little story about myself. I adore waking up early. I was one of those adolescents, the very weird ones, that will always wake up early. I don't know why. I never really loved sleep. I don't love it to this day. I sleep because I have to, but I don't love sleeping. I don't understand the laying in bed and doing what? Nothing? Like that That's a concept I don't understand. I've never been the type of person that would lay in bed and watch TV. First of all, we don't have a TV for many years. And second of all, I don't understand the concept of laying in bed. I've never been that person. And when I was in college, I had 2 jobs. So I was working in television and I was also working at a kindergarten. So while I was also studying, and I would wake up early, and I've always said this. I like to wake up at an hour where I feel that I'm the only one awake on this planet. Doesn't sound weird? I love the feeling of waking up before everyone else does. It just makes me feel so happy. Just waking up alone. I don't even need to do anything, although I'm going to do a lot of stuff the moment I wake up. But anyway, long story. I know I get to talk a lot when I'm tired. But yeah, I don't get to sleep a lot. Or I didn't used to get to sleep a lot. And now that I have a son, we're sleeping with Eden. So we're co-sleeping, which now when I could sleep. I need sleep. I feel very, very tired most of the time. I cannot sleep because my son is like he's playing karates in his sleep. He kicks me. He likes to play with my hair while I sleep. He wakes me up like 5 times a night. However, I do have one sleeping habit that I've been so consistent with, and that I feel like it helped me a lot for the past 4 years. So when I was pregnant, I've discovered the Sleep and Glow Omnia pillow. And this pillow is so amazing because the way it's built, you're not having those terrible lines, especially the nasolabial lines that we get when we're sleeping because of the constant pressure that we put on our face. This pillow, can you give me my pillow? I brought it to the studio because this is a partnership with Sleep and Glow, the brand that creates this pillow. I couldn't be prouder and happier to do this collab because this is a genuine love. So like I said, I've discovered this when I was pregnant with my son, and ever since I travel everywhere with this pillow. I'm currently in England with my pillow. I told you guys, I just travel with my pillow everywhere, and I cannot for the life of me sleep anymore on these pillows. These are just not it for me anymore. And it has the silk pillowcase, which is great for my hair. So this is how I sleep. But here it has a little indentation, and when I put my head on it, it doesn't have that pressure. And if I sleep on my back, oh, it's just so comfortable, this pillow. It's really cool because you can really make it small if you want, like smaller. Obviously, I didn't do it right, but you get the point, right? And I have different pillowcases. They're very easy to wash. They look cute. I have white. I also have this one with print. And I love the pillowcase, not just because of the shape, which, by the way, this is a game changer, major improvement in the quality of my sleep, because this is an orthopedic pillow. So not only that your face will get to sit in this sort of hollow right here, and you won't have the constant pressure on your cheeks, but also your neck will sit differently in a healthier position, and you won't have neck pains. You know, the certain pillows that they just give you a neck pain, or at least for me. So I've noticed immediately after I started to sleep on my Omnia pillow that I do sleep better, and I have less neck pain and less back pain. I strongly recommend you, if there's one habit that I know you can do, is to change your pillow. Forever, like long term. Change your pillow. Take the pillow. If you travel a lot like I do, I'm at least once a week I'm in London, then I strongly suggest you to get this pillow. Sleep and Glow is offering my audience 15% off for the International Women's Day, which I know it's been last week, but listen, last week I was busy. I was busy with Fashion Week. So you only have this discount for very, very limited time. It's just that product that I recommend with my open heart, because I know you're going to love it. I know it's going to improve your sleep. I know you're going to feel better. after you sleep on this. And because of this fabric, this is something that they never mentioned, but I think they should mention this. Like this fabric, the elastic silk, it's also great for your hair. So that's just a plus in my opinion. So yeah, had to mention this. I'm applying this gel from Kosas for my eyebrows just to hold them in place. Another thing that I believe is making us look older than we are, and I should have started the video with this, is the uneven skin tone. The uneven skin tone, which can come from many reasons. We can have uneven skin tone. It could be discoloration from the sun. It could be melasma. Maybe you had a pregnancy, you couldn't get rid of it. Maybe it's, you know, inflammation. It's usually inflammation, something that we have inside, right? Some kind of inflammation that we have inside that is showing on our face, because everything such as acne, redness, melasma, everything is inflammation one way or the other. And I have two products for you. One is sunscreen at all times. But here's the thing. If you're not convinced about sunscreen, hear me out. We tend to apply sunscreen mostly in summer, right? I'm trying to convince you, and I hope after this small information, you will apply sunscreen all year round. Even if you're home, you need to apply sunscreens, and especially sunscreen that has UVA and UVB block. Because the sunscreen will not only prevent your skin from burning, right? It's a UVB that is making our skin burn, right? But the UVA is what makes our skin age. So when you think about sunscreen, think about it like this. I didn't invent this. It was Hari Arampadzis, who's a doctor in dermatology, and he told me this to remember it and to share it with you. UVA comes from aging, UVA from aging, UVB from burn. So when you are using the sunscreen, you are basically checking both of these, right? One, the ultraviolet A that is aging you. Second, the ultraviolet B that burns you. So when you are buying your sunscreen, make sure your sunscreen is protecting you from UVA and UVB as well. So you need to look for broad spectrum. That's what it means, okay? And if this did not make you want to use sunscreen all the time, I don't know what else will. Obviously, I use SPF all the time. I just have to, honestly, because of my job. And it's not that much vanity, although I have a high level of vanity. But it's not that. It's just that I feel even more responsible when I come in front of you to have the best skin ever, right? Because my face is kind of showing you my habits. So I want to inspire you to have better habits, right? So SPF for me, it's non-negotiable. I use it even when it's raining, even when it's snowing. So yes, not using sunscreen can give you this uneven skin tone. And then this uneven skin tone is what makes you look older, essentially. A lot of people think that it's the wrinkles. I don't think it's the wrinkles. I have clients that are in their early 20s and they have so many wrinkles, not yet deeply formed, but you know, those very expressive women who, when they're laughing, their wrinkles go up to, you know, their hairline, and it's beautiful, right? That's not what makes them, that's not what makes us look old. I get to work with these women who are in their 20s. They still have a lot of wrinkles, but they look like they're 20. You know what I mean? It's not the wrinkles that is making us look older. It really is the skin tone, is how even your skin looks. The more even looks, the younger, the healthier you look. Next, I'm going to take this blush from Patrickta. This is in She's Seductive, and I really love the color. It's a combination between a bronzer and a blush. Really, really beautiful. You will see in a second, especially if you have a similar skin tone with me, you're gonna love this. Another thing that I believe it makes us look older is poor oral care. And I know that for some people it's like, oh, but of course. However, I don't think that people put that much thought into the way their smile looks. The smile and especially the teeth, really makes a huge difference. If you have a crooked, if you have a tooth that is not, you know, in the right position, it could completely change your smile or the color of your teeth. Or if you have, you know, I'm not even going to talk about cavities and, like, you know, real health problems. That's a completely different story. I'm just talking about aesthetically. I think that when your teeth are just, they don't look healthy, it makes you look a little bit older. And I know that probably this is controversial, because you're probably going to be like, okay, but what can I do? This is, you know, this is the way I was born. Maybe I cannot really fix it. I'm just saying, what am I saying? You know what? I cannot do my makeup and talk in the same time, because I can't do two things good in the same time. My point about oral care is that I've noticed this on myself. So I've always had very healthy teeth. I never had like cavities or anything like that. But my teeth used to be like this. So I had a huge space between my front teeth here when I was a teenager, and even younger than that. And they were very in front. Like I had a huge overbite, and it did not look cute, and it made me speak a little bit like that. And, you know, kids made fun of me, but I guess I grew to have a very thick skin, and from this point of view. Anyway, my parents back in the days, they tried to put me on braces, but back then, I don't know, there were those type of braces that you could pull them out when you eat. They were not those permanent braces that I actually wore as an adult. Later on, when I was 24, I think 24, 25, it was my dream to have straight teeth. So I went and got braces, and it costed, it's a very expensive, for those of you that never wore braces, it's a very expensive treatment. But it has changed my life. If there's one thing that I would never regret, and I would do it again, would be to fix my teeth. So when I was, like I mentioned, 24, wore braces. I was wearing braces for 3 years, and now I still have the retainer at the back of my teeth that holds the teeth together. Because as an adult, if you wear braces as an adult, there are still high chances for your teeth, if you don't wear the retainer, for your teeth to go back to where they were. So anyway, I was wearing braces. It has changed my life. So nothing has changed my appearance the way my teeth did. Nothing. No amount of makeup, no amount of contouring, no Botox, no under eye filler. Nothing I did ever changed my appearance the way that my teeth did. And then a few years ago, actually not a few years ago, was it 2 years ago or last year? I think it was last year, when these two teeth, they had a little, like a tiny little, I wouldn't say a hole, but they were not straight. So I had them filled in with a material that would make them straight. So now my smile is even better than it was, you know, 3-4 years ago. The same happened with these teeth. I still had a little bit of space between my teeth, because when I was wearing the braces and they did pull the teeth together, my teeth had a very weird shape where they were a little round here. So when they got them together, there was still a little bit of space there. And that was fixed again with just a little bit of filling composite, whatever it was called. And I was so happy with the results. And it was a very slight change that made a huge difference. Huge difference. And also whitening. I do whiten my teeth like once a year. I love to have them a little bit more, you know, not like crazy white. And anyway, my teeth cannot go crazy white because I have a very thin, like almost transparent teeth. So even if I do whiten them, they will never get as white as those people who have very opaque teeth. And also my teeth are very sensitive. So I'm not even gonna get into that. So anyway, another thing that I believe is making anyone look older would be poor oral care. Next would be to apply the light reflecting makeup setting mist from NARS. Now, here's the thing. I've noticed that if I do this before powder and after powder, my skin is glowy, but it's super set, like it won't move. Whatever base, whatever complexion I use, it won't move. So I let this dry. I powder, and I'm going to use the powder from Makeup by Mario. Under the eyes, I have very, very dry under eyes because I had really poor sleep in the past 3 nights, you know, fashion week. So I'm going to take this Maria Catala brush, take the excess off, make sure no product creased under my eye. Use this brush to apply. And then I'm going to take a powder puff. This is by Huda Beauty. And I'm going to apply the powder everywhere. The powder really makes everything look so much better. I understand if you are not into powder, but this girl right here, like, I am obsessed with powder. I love it so much. I think it just makes your skin look so beautiful and blurry, and it makes your makeup last so well. Of course, on the chin. I'm going to take this Makeup by Mario palette, and with a My Kit Co, the Groom and Fill eyebrow brush, I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm going to use this to create a little bit of a shadow at the base of my lashes. Now, I know I said I'm going to talk about beauty habits, but you know, I'm a makeup artist. I cannot help myself not talking about makeup. And this might be a super unpopular opinion, but I believe that one thing, because I made a whole video about the steps in makeup, or like products or techniques in makeup that really ages you. But I believe there is one thing that we can all agree. It makes us look older at a certain age. Collectively will make us look older, and that is colorful makeup. I think that when you start to apply green, but like the kind of green or like the kind of blue that you apply all over the eyelid, the very saturated eyeshadows, it's what I'm trying to say. The very saturated eyeshadows, I think they don't look great after a certain age. I think that the more neutral the makeup is, it can be intense, don't get me wrong. Like, you could still do smoky eye and rock it at any age. But I just think that, especially with very saturated eyeshadows, it's just, in my opinion, it's not a beautifying makeup. And it just ages you for no reason. God, how quickly did I do my eyeliner with this brush? It's crazy. All right, now that the shape is done, I'm going to use this NARS eyeshadow. This is in a very dark brown. Let me tell you the exact color. Rebellion. Now this, again, I take it with the same brush. I'm going to apply it on top of the eyeshadow. And normally I don't do this. Normally I do first the cream product and then the eyeshadow. The thing is, I just got carried away talking and I just didn't realize. And I want this to last because I'm actually going to go out tonight. So this product, it will really make it last longer and be more intense. So I would say I've applied this from the end of my pupil outwards, right? I didn't apply anything from here inwards. I think it's a very cool, modern look. Do you guys believe me that when I tell you that I can take a woman that is in her 50s, and if I do her makeup in the classic way, the classic like beautifying way, she will look beautiful. But if I take that same woman and I do her makeup in a very modern way, which is this like a soft eyeliner, adding a few lashes, a little bit of a overlined lip, that woman will end up looking younger just because our eye is used with those trends at the moment. That is the reason why I think, yes, you should use the products and you should use the technique that are working for you, but just keep an eye on what's trending, not necessarily to copy everything. Someone in one of my videos said, what are you talking about? You do follow trends. Because I said I don't really follow trends. I mean, I don't know about you, but my job is to look at everything that's new in the makeup space. And when I tell you I don't follow trends, it's because I don't follow most of the trends that are happening. If I were to follow them, I would probably use everything new in each and every one of my story, my video. It would be completely new all the time because there are new drops all the time, new technique. Oh, you use this instead of that. Use it. That's what I mean by not following trends. Of course, I am paying attention of what is trending, but I don't follow every single trend, is what I meant, I guess. So it is important to stay true to yourself, to use the products or like the technique, the colors that you know they look good on you. But again, just like have an eye on what's new. I'm gonna use this mascara from Huda Beauty. This gives you so much volume instantly. It's crazy. This is giving you a lot of volume with just a few swipes. I'm curious, how do you guys apply your mascara on your other? Like obviously on your right eye, you're gonna apply it like this. But on your left eye, are you gonna apply it like this or like this? Very curious. I cannot do this for the life of me. I find it so awkward and like weird. 8 years ago, I did a video on how to make your lips look bigger. And I don't know if you guys ever saw that video, but it went viral back when I did it. And one of the products that I was using back then to make my lips look bigger was this powder that I would apply it on the contour, overlining my lips, right? To give the illusion of a more powdery lip. And 8 years later, this product came out. Surprises me it took them so long because this is a product from Rhode that is specifically created for that blurry contour that essentially will give you the illusion of a bigger lip. So this is not your typical lip liner. This is a lip shaper and it's very easy to use. It's very user-friendly. The color I'm using is Lunge. It's pretty good, this color. The only thing I would have to say about this product, I wish it stayed on longer on the lips because this disappears within an hour. At least on me, it just does not last at all. Which is a pity because with a product like this, you just want it to last. But then I understand that they couldn't have made this texture for a long-lasting formula. It's a very, very soft texture. Like even if you're heavy-handed, this is still not going to be a lot on your lips. I love this so much. I'm gonna add this blush from Sephora. This is really beautiful, just to finish my look. I'm gonna spray my makeup one more time because I'm done. And this is my look for today. This is such a fresh look, but with a little wing. I have nothing on my lips, honestly, because I'm gonna go eat. This, even what I have right now, it's probably gonna go in the next hour or so. So I don't see the point of applying anything else. I will often, this is the reality, I will often just apply lip liner and that is it, or lip liner and a lip balm, and I'm super happy. As long as I have my lips contoured, then I'm happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really not great at talking and doing my makeup in the same time, but thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that you have 15% off at Sleep and Glow for the Omnia pillow that I strongly recommend, and you will find details in the description down below. Thank you so much, Sleep and Glow, for partnering with me for this video. All the products that I've used, all the shades that I've used, you can find in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!